Hi, welcome to Guru Grit, the place where you write in and I try and answer to the best of my ability and to the best of my knowledge, and just keeping some very good energy, pure curiosity and curious energy flowing. I so admire words and thoughts. I'm a thinker, I'm a speaker, I'm a doer, and a woman of deep feeling. So I am so appreciative to everybody who comes to my platforms and allows me to just have neutral and exciting discourse with each other. In the age of information, there's so much misinformation and corruption of the art of conversation. So there's a wonderful book I read when I was younger called The Tao of Conversation, and it said, in order to know how to speak, you must know how to listen. So I had to learn how to listen. I empty my mind, and when I read your messages, when I hear your questions, I just allow them to flow through me like an empty vessel. And then the first thing that comes to mind, I have no prep for this, I just read it and I talk. These are very organic answers, so I promise you that. So thank you for being here, because it means so much to me, and it allows me to do what I love the most, which is genuinely connect with other people. I love people. I love people as much as I love solitude, and I really love people, so it works out perfectly. So today's question comes from a recent comment on one of the last videos that just came up today. And for reference, today is Thursday, July 22nd, the day before the full moon in Aquarius. So if you're interested in manifestation groups, we have one on Guru Grit through live Zoom. So you're welcome to come. You email me, I register you, and then we do them. So you tell the group in as much detail as you're comfortable with what it is that you'd like to manifest. And then we visualize it for you. And certainly after the call, I speak some words. I like to do what's Florence Scovel's shin called speak the word. So I speak the word, and then I will script for you and visualize for you, each and every person. And then what's done is done. So be it. So this person wrote in and said, how come they're getting semi-manifestations, like they're half-tasking manifestations? So for example, they gave the example that they wanted a pair of shoes that a sibling gifted to them, but they were not the exact ones they wanted. They were like a price tier lower, so they were quite uncomfortable for them. And then maybe they expected to receive, let's say $3,000, but they got 300 or 30, and they said, why does this happen? And it's so funny because have you ever encountered something where the answer was in the question? So this is very, very obvious and very bold and like blaring. So of course the answer is in the question. And what is the answer? It's because you're focusing on what is not there rather than what is there. So the universe has no reason to bring you the full thing if you're only focused on half of the thing. So you keep manifesting things in shortage. I realized this in relationships. It's the most fascinating thing. You'll see single people, and I did this as well. You'll get together with them and speak, and they'll say, I met the most amazing woman. My time has come. I'm gonna be a married man. I'm gonna propose. And you're like, wonderful. I'm so happy for you, Greg. And then Greg comes in a week later and he's like, I don't know. You're like, what happened? You're thinking like the worst, like some Scooby-Doo like tears off the mask as like an evil person. And it's like, it'll just be weird. Like, she doesn't like avocados. Who doesn't like, and you're like, does that really matter? And then they'll just start to think little things like that bug them. But everybody does this. So we've all done it to some extent. They have a weird laugh. They have this weird tick when they think. They kind of, they go like that, and it really bugs me. And then you just start to notice things that bother you. So that person was 80, 90% perfect for you. And you've taken that 10% and tanked the other 90. So now they're absolutely no good for you. So do you know what happens then? The next person that you attract, the universe says, okay, so all you look at is what you don't like. I'm going to keep sending you people that are almost perfect because you're obsessed with almost perfect. You think about it all the time. You talk about it all the time. Every time someone asks you how your love life is going, you're like, oh, that person was almost right. That dude was almost perfect for me, but he just went to the gym one too many times a week. Or he had poor taste in movies. He liked Star Wars, it's weird, whatever it is for people. And they're just like too athletic, too bookish, too sensitive to this, to that. And it's like, okay, truthfully though, if you just didn't react to it, you can notice it. But if you don't react to it, they would actually surprise you. And if not that person, the next person, and certainly the person after that. But what we often do is we'll manifest half of a thing that we really want. You know, like it's pretty much glass half full, glass half empty. Is that right? Yes, it is. And then we go and we do the worst thing you can do. You tell somebody. And then you tell somebody and they agree with you and they go, yeah, you know what? They all suck. Single people from 20 to 23, useless. 25 to 28, over 30, it's the end of the world. 40s, just die alone. It's never gonna happen for you. And they get on that. They just add steam. They add power to that engine, and once it takes off, it's really hard to slow it down. You can do it, of course, anything is possible, but just stop yourself. You know, maybe the next time you have a first date, you tell someone where you're going out of safety, but just keep it simple. Just say, do you know what, I think they'd make a lovely friend. The chemistry wasn't there. Zip it. Zip it. I don't care what they did. Just leave it alone. You know, 2 weeks in, if it's not going great, just say, I wish them all the best, and they're lovely, but now I crave these qualities, so let's just see how that pans out for me. Just don't tell other people. So for example, same thing with like finding money, receiving gifts, manifesting. If you're thinking about why didn't I get the perfect manifestation, all existence hears is imperfect manifestation. Order up, this girl, order up. She's asking for it. She just wants those imperfect manifestations. She doesn't want the whole thing. She wants the almost perfect thing. So if you just never ask that question again, if you just never ask, why does this keep happening to me? The next 2 or 3 things, you'll hit the nail on the head, bullseye, and you'll get the full thing. So the next time you receive something, as they say, the more thankful you are, the more reasons you find to be thankful, surely it will come. It must come. The moment you desire something, it's a sure thing. But you have to be the one to speak of it as though it's perfect. The scripture says, let the weak man say, I am strong. It doesn't say, let the weak man pity himself, stay down. In fact, where any spiritual inspirational quote, can you imagine, you know how we have the live, laugh, love, like phenomenon or whatever, bumper stickers? Imagine someone had one that just said, you can hold a good woman down. It's like, no, you can't. You can't hold a good woman down. So pick yourself up. If you don't have something, speak of it as though you do, and it must come. Think, act, and live, have that sense of expectation, and it must find its way to you. So show appreciation for those shoes. Show appreciation for whatever you did get, and then the next time you must get the full amount. And because you are the creator of that manifestation, and this person was the catalyst to give it to you, chances are they were looking on the shelf, reaching for the shoes you actually wanted, and then just felt, I'm just gonna go for these ones that don't make them as happy, because your vibration didn't allow the perfect thing to come through. So just talk yourself down from that and say, you know, everything's all right, nothing's gone wrong, I'm a powerful focuser, I can manifest in a way that pleases me, everything's just gravy, and yeah, okay, if I find a nickel instead of a $100 bill, I'm gonna play with it, put it in my pocket and smile and skip along. Better a nickel than nothing. You know, it's not the amount, it's the fact that it can be done. So just try not to block it so much by wondering why it's not happening. So literally just never talk about it again. If you talk about it, only talk about it in a positive sense, that you did get these things, not that you didn't. It's wonderful. I'm so glad you asked, because it's a powerful, clarifying question, and I feel that we all do it to some extent. Like, we want a job, and then we get a job, and then we complain about our job, and then we wonder why we hate our job. Just be happy that you got a job. And by trying not to react, you can observe that you don't like something. You don't have to tolerate negative behavior and abuse, but you don't have to be an emotive reactor. You don't have to powerfully react with your emotion. You can just say, that sucks, and then just kind of like log it and leave it, and go home and think, okay, I've got enough money to pay my bills, lights are working, I get to do the things I like for a few more weeks, and I won't be here forever. Just talk yourself down. It's temporary. I'll get the things I like, I'll get the money that I want, it's all right. For now, it's okay, the sky's not falling down. And then you just climb yourself out of that negative vibration, and you rise higher and higher and higher, and then it clicks. It's like a dam bursting open and everything you want just starts to shower around you. So thank you so much for asking. What a wonderful question. And I would ask everyone to be mindful, especially if you're single or looking for work, not to be overly critical. If you're looking for new apartments, you don't have to live in a place you don't like, but you don't also have to overtly be nasty about what you didn't like. So if you go for lunch after like 2-3 viewings and you're exhausted, just tell your friends, just didn't click with me, but the next one's gotta be it. I can just feel it, and just keep it moving. So thank you so much for being here. If you're interested in knowing more, you can email me. I have more information in the box below on how to contact me. Read my articles on Medium and find me on TikTok, and I hope I see you on live there. We have lots of fun. So thank you once more, and I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.